Morning, everybody. It is Thursday morning, October 3rd. So this is a video I have been wanting to do for a while, but again, busy. And yesterday, I'm going to say the universe shoved it up in my face, so I can't resist to do it today. It's about the himsandhers.com advertisements on TV that advertise the GLP-1, the weight loss drug similar to Ozempic, I think. There's a lot of stuff that I could go into on this video, so let me start here. I know this GLP-1 is like the new popular miracle drug. I've talked to a few people that's been taking stuff similar to it. And I swear, every time I see those Hims and Hers commercials on TV, and they sell Discreet, antidepressants and weight loss and hair thickeners and erectile dysfunction on the Hims, and they make it look super romantic too. I swear to God, my soul puckers, because I see that and I recognize it's just another quick, easy way for the pharmaceutical companies to get their shit in people's hands. So anyway, yesterday at my office, the owner, we smelled something really, really good in the kitchen. And we were all like, what is that smell? Oh my God, it smells so good. And he comes in and he's like, it's stuffed peppers. And we're like, oh my God, that smells so good. And then he said something about he'd been watching what he was eating, and he had started doing that GLP-1, if I have the name correctly, that about 2 weeks ago, and he'd lost 10 pounds. So you could tell he was really proud of himself, and he had been more conscious about what he was eating and everything. And the closer that was there, I mean, like, she did my job for me almost. She launches into, oh my God, my neighbor started doing that and it made her sick. She was so sick for, like da 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 da. And I was listening to her thinking, here you're telling a guy who's using this, who thinks this is like fabulous and wonderful, and now you're sharing with him the opposite effects of it. So what I also wanted to say is, I think one of the reasons my soul puckers every time I see that is because I also see the videos of the other people who are not on the Ozempic train or that form of weight loss medication, because there's also all of these other videos that talk about the side effects and what to do to keep from getting the side effects, and do this instead of that so you don't have the side effects. So I'm just kind of like, I'm seeing all of these people. Oh God, someone's pulling up beside me now. This is going to screw up my whole video thought process, which I got out of yesterday. So anyway, I'm going to not look that direction so it doesn't like throw me off. So anyway, I'm just like I said, every time I watch these Hims and Her, and Kristen Bell started doing the Hers commercials, a year or two ago, and it was mostly just about like the antidepressants, and that she had struggled and there is a way. And again, this kind of goes along with the artificial intelligence friend app, chat app, where you can have a friend online that is not a real person. And I am sure there are good points and bad points to this, as well as there are good points and bad points to these Hims and Hers online pharmaceuticals. There are people out there that could really use this, but at the same time, it makes the drug dealing so easy. And I don't know what kind of hoops somebody has to jump through. So if anybody knows that, I would be interested. What kind of hoops does someone have to jump through in order to get these prescriptions? Or is it, super easy, like the what was the pain medication that was so popular, where the doctors were just writing prescriptions right and left, and people were getting hooked on these pain pills. I did a video on that too, and I can't remember what it's called right now. But anyway, it's like they make this shit so easy for people, and people don't have to like go down and dig into the root cause of the problem. They just slap another Band-Aid on it and go about their business. And then 6 months later, or a year, or 6 years later, all the shit that went wrong on this one particular drug, the drug companies will be right there for you so they can give you a fix for the other. That's what makes me the maddest, is why do people not get this? Why do they think these artificial synthetic drugs are the fix to the problem? I'm like, and there's so many people of them. Like I said, I've talked about this before. My dad, I always joked, and it's not funny, but he was duct taped together with pharmaceuticals before he died, because when shit started going wrong, he just slapped a pill in and used to give my Aunt Sue the hardest time about the way she did her diabetic stuff when he was doing the same stuff. So that's just so frustrating to see people just take a pill and think it's going to solve all their problems, but it never solves the stuff at the root. It comes back to bite you in the ass later, some way, shape, or form. So anyway, like I said, yesterday, she starts talking about how sick her neighbor got, and that she finally found a form or maybe a dosage that didn't make her so sick. But it's like I think the majority of these people are doing this at home, so they really don't have a lot of, like, the doctors don't have that much control over it, do they? Anyway, if anybody knows anything about it, feel free to educate me or put it in the comments or whatever. I didn't dig super deep down into it, because I know there are more people that have more knowledge about it than I do. And again, I am sure there are good points to doing it this way. I just feel like I see more bad points, because it makes the drug dealing way easier. And, once people get into that shit, they can't get out. I think that Ozempic or the GLP or something is like 200 and something a month. I'm like, okay, seriously, how many people can afford that right now for any long length of time? And if you didn't change any of your habits, is it, are you going to go back to right where you did before? That's usually what happens. I mean, that's kind of what happened to me when I lost all that weight in 2017. I had emotional baggage damage that never got fixed, and I gained a bunch of it back because I was still doing emotional eating. So anyway, that's my thought for the day. And again, feel free to post your comments or whatever. I'm interested in knowing if anybody knows more details about it. Share it with the world. This is just me popping some stuff out there to make people think about it, good and bad. And I will catch up with you later. I'm going to go to work now. Bye.